The Oracle of Delphi, or otherwise known as Pythia, she was a revered priestess of all of Greece, that many would come to seek answers that are spoken through her by Apollo. The Oracle of Delphi was well known all across the ancient world and was written by many: Asclepius, Aristotle, Clement of Alexandria, Diodorus, Diogenes, Euripides, Herodotus, Julian, Justin, Livy, Lucan, or Lucin, Nepos, Ovid, Postinius, Pindar, Plato, Plutarch, Sophocles, Strabo, Thucydides, and Xenophon, are to name a few. According to Plutarch, who was once a serving priest of Apollo at Delphi, the Pythia was a 50-year-old woman who lived away from her husband and dressed in maiden's clothing. The biggest thing about the Pythia and her prophecies is that they could be so vague and spoken in tongues that it was hard to translate them, and sometimes the translators did get it wrong. Though the Pythia and Apollo were never blamed for the mistake, it was the translators who were then punished for doing so. The Pythia was brought into existence in the late 8th century BC and was most popular for her prophecies and divine possession by the god Apollo, as we've stated before. And there is an entire myth around the beginnings of the location of Delphi and how the oracle got started, but that is a really long story and I won't get to that here. The method of which she came into trance was stated that she drank an elixir of some sort, ate bay leaves, and then sat over a crack in the ground that emitted a smoke, which was said where the python that Apollo defeated lay dead, and the smoke emitting it was from its rot. Though the Pythia was not the only oracle in the ancient world, she was the most sought after, especially for political and military decisions. It is said that when the popularity of the Oracle of Delphi began, there was only one priestess who served the people only one day out of the year, and that was on Apollo's birthday. But as the popularity grew even more, it said that there were 2 to 3 different priestesses that would rotate in and out of the job for 9 months out of the year. Winter was the only time when Apollo left, so the Pythia was unable to do any sort of oracles until he returned in the springtime.